Hi boys and girls, Mrs. Blackburn here for our next interactive read aloud. This one's called My Man Blue. It is a book of poetry. It was written by Nikki Grimes. The pictures are by Jerome Lagarou. And it is a Fountas and Pinnell book and by the publishers of Heinemann, the Heinemann Company. So I'm going to have you look at the front of the book here, the cover. And what I want you to do is think about where the story takes place, what the setting is. I also want you to think about the colors and the textures. Can you tell that it is set in the city? And I'll show you a few more illustrations here. What makes you know that it's set in the city? How do you know that it's set in the city? It plays a really big role in the book. And I want you to keep that in mind as I'm reading this poetry to you. Illustrations play such a big part in books, if they have them. Not all books have illustrations, do they? But this one, like I said, it's a book of poems. Okay, here's the first one. My Man Blue. His leathery skin's like indigo ink. This rugged dude who some folk think looks fierce in clothes of midnight black. Then there's his teeth. One gold, three cracked, and I suppose the shades could go. He wears them night and day, I know. Still, underneath this shell, blue hides a harmless, gentle giant side. So that's a character sketch poem, and it's a short introduction to a person's personality and behavior. So what do we know about Blue already just from the short little sketch? What do we know about him? Take a moment to think about that. What do we know about him? Okay, here's your next one. This one's called When We First Met. I'm going to try and hold it up so you can see it as I read it. When we first met. My mom and me moved here without his help. So why's this blue guy stop us on the street? His welcome is on Mom's account, I bet. I circle, look him up and down, and let him know his grin's not winning points with me. My flashing eyes warn, do not trespass here, 'cause in this family, I'm the only man. He nods, he understands, so I ease up. Mom sees me eyeing Blue and lets me know he's her old friend. It's safe to say hello. She says they both grew up here way back when. I mumble, well, it's news to me, but then I throw my shoulders back and take my stance. He seems all right. I might give him a chance. So this poem shows that the person, that the voice in the poem, the I, is who? Who do you think the I is? Well, it's a young boy, isn't it? So how would you describe his attitude? You think he wants someone to be around his mother? Is he protective of his mother? Definitely is, isn't he? Yeah. So if you have someone around you right now, it would be a good time to talk with your partner about the boy's attitude towards Blue at this time. Okay, this one's called Second Son. Try and hold it again so you can see it. We're leaning on the stoop, see, counting wedges of blue sky, sandwiched in between the roofs and white clouds drifting by. Why do you want my friendship, Blue? I blurt out there and then. I had a son named Zeke, Blue says. These streets became his friend. He needed me by the time I came, it was too late. He'd passed the point of trusting his old man to steer him straight. Your missin' daddy also left a hole in you, says Blue. If friendship fills it, there's less chance the streets will eat at you. That's cool, I say, all serious, but I can't take Zeke's place. I know, said Blue, but your laugh sure helps conjure up his face. Okay, this one's called Fearless. One weekend, Blue and me, we stormed the park. I kill time kicking rocks along the path while Blue scouts out a tall and sturdy tree and urges me to loop my fear like twine around a branch and use the rope to climb. Fear's useless otherwise, Blue says to me. You know, I'll be right here in case you fall. Believing that is all it takes to send me scrambling towards the clouds, the sun, the sky. Hey, climbing's no big deal. Next time, I'll fly. I like how the words are written here at the bottom. Hey, climbing's no big deal. See that? Next time, I'll fly. He seemed to feel safer with Blue around, didn't he? Next one's called Grounded. Asthma stole my weekend dose of fun, left me glum and wheezing while the stickball came, went on as planned without me. I balled my fist, shook it at the sky, and asked why I was cursed with lousy breathing. Anger is a waste, said Blue. Use your lips for something more than pouting. He handed me a hot dog with the works, said, wrap your lips around this, then tell me if I ain't. If it ain't the perfect cure for disappointment. I rolled my eyes and could have argued easily enough, but my mouth was kind of busy at the time. I think Blue gives really great advice. The Watcher. My favorite ball skipped off the curb, and some dumb kid disguised as me ran blindly after it and then heard a tire skid and spied a rig. My stubborn feet refused to fly, but Blue reached out and grabbed my belt and set me on the sidewalk while the rig reduced my ball to dust. Blue took my hand and marched me home, then disappeared without a word. At times I think Blue's actually some gold-toothed angel guarding me. Who was the boy that ran blindly out in front of this rig? Can you tell from the picture? Damon and Blue. Damon and Blue, just us two, cruising up the avenue. You strut, you glide, but mark your stride. Can't beat us when we're side by side. What do you think has changed between Damon and Blue? And what do you think caused the change? What's changed and what do you think caused the change? Do you think they're starting to form a relationship? They're spending a lot of time together. Do you think Damon can tell Blue cares about him? Class bully. A bully kicks me in the knee. That bully's name is Tiffany. I fume, but don't return the blow. Guys don't hit girls, Blue says, and so I grab her wrist till she calms down while, laughing, jeering kids stand round and shout, "You wimp!" But that's all wrong. It's guys who don't hit girls who are strong. His hands. His hands are a rough sculpture of thick fingers and thumbs tipped with work-proud calluses. His badges of tough, honest labor down on the docks. His hands are strong stories. He tells them sometimes when I let him hold mine. Have you ever held someone's hand that told you a strong story? I like that description. One-on-one. This game is 17-4, but scoring isn't why we run and dribble and jump. While some aim guns, we hit the hoops and shoot for fun. Let's talk again about the setting. What role does it play in this book? How does it affect what Damon and Blue do, and even who they are? You can talk with a partner about that if you have someone, a parent or a guardian at home, a sibling. Or if you don't have someone at home like that, you can always write in your journal. You can write in your digital notebook, right? You can create a page. My own man. When Mom works late, I wait with busy hands, pry soup cans open, spread spicy mustard on rye with lettuce and tomatoes, slice so thin the cheese peeks through. It's my cheddar deluxe, which Mom loves better than anything I cook. The boys next door say, "How's that look? You fixin' supper, like some girl." I shrug off their teasing and go on pleasing me. I read my books, choose jazz and rap and quiet over chatter. Blue says, "What's the matter?" And with that, I take care of my mom. So what? She takes care of me. Don't be no mama's boy, kids say. Well, tough. I'm made this way. I think he has a really strong character. He doesn't let the teasing get to him, does he? Training season. Blue and me, we spar every day. Blue fakes a jab to show me how it's done. I don't mind since he's the one throwing the punches. He's just trying to keep me fit for this world. The plan. A boy got shot at school last month. My knees still knock at the memory. What makes somebody want to shoot to kill? It's hate, said Blue, and fear. One holds the gun while the other pulls the trigger. When you're bigger, you'll understand. Well, I don't plan on hating anyone, but fear's already scratching at my door, which means I got one down and one to go. So, Mr. Fear, if you're listening, you best be leaving now. Like Blue. One day I'll be like Blue, not fierce, in black leather, or built like a heavyweight boxing machine, but like that other Blue I've seen, the one who says he cares and shows it, the one who flashes gold every time he smiles. Would you describe the relationship between Damon and Blue by the end of the book? Different? How do you think this is a friendship? Or would you describe it as something else? Again, you can share that opinion with a friend. Maybe you can share it with a friend that is also listening to the story that you know that's in the same class or taking the same class as you. There's the end of the story. The author and illustrator ended it with an illustration. I think they became really good friends at the end. Maybe even like father and son. I've never read this book before I had to present it to the class. Really good one. I enjoyed that. I hope you did too. Thanks for listening. Remember, there will be lessons that go with these books, so make sure that you're listening to them. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.